Hello and welcome to the Oz Mining YouTube channel. So we're back from a long break over Christmas and New Year. I did a short video a few days ago just doing a little bit of a preview what the plan is for 2024. So here's a longer video. Let's run through what's happening, what's going to happen, and just some thoughts ahead for the year in crypto mining. So up in the crypto office at the moment, I've got a lot of GPUs here that I was buying towards the back end of last year. Just hadn't had time to get these up and running. Pretty much all 3070s. I think there's one 3060 Ti in there. I will say, in terms of GPUs, I probably have brought my last batch of 3070s. I just feel if I'm going to be spending the money and look at some of the deals at the moment, there are some good deals getting closer with the, I think it's the 4060 Ti's. I quite like them, and it is a generation newer, and there's a bit more gigabyte memory on them as well. But I'm also liking the RX 6600s in here. I've got a whole rig of 13 down in the mining garage. We'll have a look at in a minute. And I've got another 12 here. Probably need to get one more to make up a set of 13, which I'm going to do another rig on. These are so efficient. Probably one of the best dollar per kilowatt. And that's what I look at a lot at the moment for mining. One of the best, highest dollar per kilowatts. I will say the RX 6700 is even better, and that is probably what I'll also be looking at buying is some RX 6700s. I saw a really good deal on that the other day. I might snap up some. I did actually see some cracking deals on getting some more RX 3070s. It was some of these, and again it was like in $350 odd, so probably around, I don't know, 200 US. It's bargain basement dollars to buy these, but I just feel they are amazing, but they're not as efficient with some of the newer GPUs coming out, particularly with the lower power algorithms, things like Dynex, things like ALEPHIUM, Carlson, Pyron, all that. These aren't as outstanding in the mix as when we were mining Ethereum. The 3070 was just a good all-round card, really versatile. But I've probably got, I would say, 50 to 60, maybe even a bit more 3070s. But I'm going to be pausing. Definitely going to be looking to newer generations or a bit more the AMD cards going forward. Just want to let you know what I'm thinking there. So look, we've got a lot of cards here. I want to get these up and running soon. There's some good dollars in crypto at the moment. Things are starting to pick up. Bitcoin's got over the 70,000 Oz dollar mark, and a lot of the altcoins are following. So mining profits are definitely looking up, which is great. Then over here, and this is probably the last batch of 3070, I have in here 10 to 12 of these turbo bad boys. I don't know why I brought them, because to be honest, I find the cooling just overall, and something like these MSI Gaming X 3070s, they're just so chill. They can run in any temps, any algorithm. These, look, they're pretty efficient, but they do pump out a lot of heat in the top turbo here. So you'll see in my mining garage, I'm going to put a few up like this and basically hold them so the air just goes up into my outtake exhaust fan. So I probably shouldn't have brought them, but I do think they look awesome. So I'm not sure if that's a practical reason for buying GPUs for mining, but I do think they look awesome. And I've got another, so in these boxes here, I've got another, I think about 10 in these two boxes. I think there's 6 and 4 plus these. So I'll have enough, I think, for a 12 or 13 GPU rig. It's going to look deadly. I just think it's going to look really awesome. It's going to do the job. I just think it's going to pump out a lot of heat. I might regret it, but I just think it's going to look like a really awesome rig. All the same cards. So I'm hoping I'll get that up and running today, and I can show you guys how that has gone and how it went. I hope it's all running smooth. So I'll get them unboxed. I might do that actually on this video. I'm going to go down to the mining garage, show you around there. We'll come back up, I'll pause, and boom, we'll get all these RTX 3070 turbos open, get them all lined up. I've started moving I had 2 Ice River KS0 Pros up in the mining office here. I've moved one down to the garage, so I've got 2 in the garage now. I've got this one for a third one, and I have actually picked up another KS0 Pro. The price is actually coming down on these. They're $349 US now. So the price is coming down. Look, the ROI is still definitely drifting out. It's getting more, over the 1 year into the 2 year point. And I think that will keep going. So really, we've got to be looking for price uplift if the KASPA miners are going to be profitable into the future. And I'm thinking, they could get down close to the zeros in the coming 3 months. So we definitely want a bit of price action. The market is looking good. So I think for me, I'm just thinking, do I keep this boxed up and just try and flip it, get it on eBay, you know, maybe double my money? Or do I plug it in and just start building the KASPA pot? I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, so we'll get these open in a minute. Before we go into the mining garage, I thought, actually, let's go to the mining garage first. We'll come back up and then I'm going to talk you through kind of what I'm mining, my strategy at the moment, and then we'll wrap it up and I'm going to go and get building some rigs. All right, come back in a few seconds in the mining garage. All right, welcome to the crypto zone. Up on the screen here we have this 13 card RX 6600 rig running like a dream. This has been running for probably 6 months now. I've been overseas for 2 months. This has not missed a beat. I've been mining ALEPHIUM directly on this, really liking the ALEPHIUM algorithm. The coin's going really well at the moment, so I'm both glad that I've been stacking a bit of this over the last few years, but also I'm going to keep mining this directly. Really happy with this coin at the moment. I'll also just remind everyone, or for any new viewers, I'm doing what I call 100% profit mining. Well, what's that? Well, I've got 20 to 25 kilowatts of solar panels above us here where we are now, and that's generating a lot of free power for me. So I'm mining daylight hours, so between about 7 AM and almost up to about 9 PM now. So the time of the year I can almost mine for 14 hours. And look, not all optimally. The first few hours of the day is a bit low, and the first few hours in the evening you get lower solar, but generally I'm mining for at least a whole half a day with free power. So every dollar that these guys make during that time goes straight into profit, hence 100% profit mining. I turn these off at the moment. My electricity rate doesn't quite allow me to run these overnight, but at the moment I'm happy with that. It's working well for me. Over here, how do we do the 100% profit mining? So I use these Shelly devices to auto switch on the unit at a designated time every morning. These are powered to an independent server power supply, and that basically through the Shelly app triggers these on. I can also manually stop and start rigs and do other things as well, but generally these are set on the preset time to start every day, and I can adjust that over daylight savings, or if it's, I don't know, like a really rainy day and no solar, I can just switch them off for a day. I can do that anywhere in the world using these amazing smart switches. Then in the evening, I use Hive OS then function to shut these down. I first shut down the rig for mining, then after 5 minutes when things are cooled down, I do a hard shutdown, and then that will all be off until these bad boys switch them back on again in the morning. It's working really well, particularly coupling with having solar panels in the daytime generating free power. I've got really good control over my mining profits during the day and switching them off overnight to reduce my costs. So what else have we got in here? So over here, and it's a little bit, you know, you've probably seen here, it's not that well organized at the moment. I've just been moving things around, not really having a lot of time to do some things with my day job. I've got a little bit of time now, and particularly with the crypto profits spiking up at the moment, it's time to get back in here and get geared up to make some money. So we've got a KS0 Pro here. It's got a nice, it's a Cooler Master sickle fan or whatever. I really like these ones. These are great back in the Ethereum days when you really had to get some heat out of our rigs. So I've got that there for a little bit of RGB as well. And down there's another KS0 Pro down here. I haven't clocked into my KS0 Pros, they're just running stock. I'm okay with that at the moment. I might look at the overclocking, but then I can see a lot of guys are repasting, you know, repadding, taking sides off. For now, I like simple mining, keep it simple, switch them on, make some money. I might look at the overclocking a little bit later. So yeah, we've got two KS0 Pros here, third one coming down shortly. There's a rig here I've been breaking up to put into other rigs. There's a sort of mix here of 2070s, 1660s and a 3060 Ti, so just getting them down. You can see over here I'm just putting the cards over here to reorganize. We've got an old legacy rig here. This has got like an X99 motherboard. Really these for Ethereum. Got 3060 Ti's and 3070s. Got a nice EVGA 3070 over there. These are just going to be going on some 13 card rigs. I have brought a lot more of these, what are they, Q270 BTC Pro Plus motherboards. all my rigs are going to be 13 card rigs from now on. So that's kind of a bit of an uplift I'm doing with all my rigs at the moment. 13 cards on every rig, trying to get all the same cards. You'll see in there is a couple of 6600 XTs in there which I need to switch out. But overall, I like same cards on one rig, 13 rigs. That's my simple mining philosophy. The overclocks are really easy. Things tend to be more stable, and that's kind of the aim I'm going for at the moment. Down here I've got a flux rig. I've been mining flux for actually years. I've been stacking a lot of flux. It's not the most profitable coin, but I've just been stacking it, had a rig running away, 3060 Ti's in there. Was actually giving me some issues before Christmas, so I just shut it down. Like I said, flux isn't that profitable. If the rig's running smooth, great, but I do need to get in here and figure out the problem. I might just break this rig down and just reorganise it, try and get a few more cards on that rig if I can. Over here again, another mixed rig that I've really had running since Ethereum legacy days. It's got some 3070s on there, gaming X's. It's got a smaller 3070 up here and some 1660 supers. Again, I'm probably just going to break that rig down, put a 13 GPU motherboard on the bottom and just get 13 cards on there, up and running, and plug it into one of my newer, I guess, algorithms. So like, yeah, what am I mining at the moment? Definitely ALEPHIUM, loving it. On my other rigs, I've been kind of jumping between Carlson, Peering, and I'm probably going to look at the next Alan AI, this new one that's come out. Anything that's profitable, I jump on that. I'm not always mining the coin directly to a exchange or a wallet. I'm really liking unmineable at the moment. So I don't know if any of you have come across unmineable. You can mine a certain algorithm. So on this rig here, I'm currently mining, I think it's Carlson. I'm mining to unmineable, and I'm getting paid out in KASPA, to stacking KASPA. Really, really happy with that. I've got, I think there's 10 3070s on here, running nice and cool on the KASPA algorithm, and it's paying me out in KASPA, stacking KASPA, love KASPA, so I'm really happy with that. Up here, this rig's actually off. It's been giving me a few headaches, hasn't been running that smoothly. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to break down this 10 card rig, put a 13 GPU motherboard on there, and this is where I'm going to put, and you'll see I've got a few of there already. I'm going to do the 12 or 13 GPU RTX 3070 turbo rig. I think it's just going to look awesome. It's going to look pretty deadly. It's going to be like 12 or 13 submarines just burning away, generating some crypto profits. I think with that, I'm going to be then, so what I have been mining on here, I've been, again, switching between the Pyrin and the Carlson algorithm, depending on what's the most profitable, mining to a mineable and stacking Bitcoin. And boy, am I happy with this at the moment, because Bitcoin's going up through the roof. Well, I wouldn't say through the roof, but it's going strong for Bitcoin. You know, we've seen like some good 10, 15% climbs the last few weeks. So I'm stacking a bit of Bitcoin. So mining the most profitable algorithm there is at the moment, but stacking Bitcoin. I think that's a pretty smart strategy at the moment. This is not financial advice, just what I'm doing. I'm just sharing what I'm doing at the moment. So over here, you have some other rigs, a lot of 3070s, some 3070 Ti's. Look, to be honest, while these 3070 Ti's are not the most efficient GPUs, what I am finding is on some of these higher efficiency algorithms like Carlson, Pyrin, they can actually run pretty efficiently. On other algorithms, these like to use about 200 watts a pop. But on some of the lower power usage algorithms, you can get these down to about 100 watts, generating a decent amount of crypto as well. So the 3070s might have a final swan song. We'll see how we go. But again, one of my big focuses is having consistent rigs, same cards, easy overclocking. I can relax. I don't have to be in this garage every 5 minutes fixing things. And to be honest, you know, I was even chatting with somebody the other day, when we were mining Ethereum, 3070s pumping 120, 130 watts through these, you know, every 5 minutes these cables are getting burned, getting little mini fires. Nowadays, I really like these low wattage algorithms, the KASPA, the Carlson, even the Dynex. It just feels, it puts less strain on the GPUs, less strain on the hardware around it. For me, I'm not a full-time miner, but I am I've got a reasonably large farm now. I like it low maintenance, and that's working for me. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I've only got a certain amount of hours a week I can focus on the farm, and so this sort of low maintenance, low power usage algorithms really suit me at the moment. Another rig here, I need to break this down. This is just an old legacy Ethereum rig. I've been mining a few different things on this on and off. But again, I need to break this down. This is an old like X79 motherboard. Just needed to sell these things and get the 13 card GPU motherboards up and running and get some more rigs going. I've got a few Cadena miners up here. These are not working at the moment. I'll probably switch these on over the winter time to warm the house up. Again, not profitable, but if I need to heat the house up, I'd rather plug that in and heat the house up than the fire and get paid a few Cadena as well. Overall as well, just to remind everyone, I've got a lot of exhaust fans up here. I've got 3 exhaust fans. These suck air out of the room and then draw air through these vents. And I've got a really nice flow of air coming through. So it's very, very rare that it gets too hot in here. I can't mine, even when all these GPUs and ASICs are switched on. That flow through of air works really, really well. Okay. And again, I have all these set on timers. So another thing I want to show you, I've got these digital timers that every day I can have let me show you. So this fan up here will switch on every day at 7:05 AM when the sun comes up and these rigs switch on. And then every evening, and I can probably push this out a little bit, daylight savings is has been switched off now. So it's almost sunny and light till about 8 o'clock. So this is now switching off just before 7. So you can see I get at least 12 hours of mining in. I can probably push it a little bit more at the moment. But these fans and exhausts will all switch off around when the rigs switch off. So at night time you come in here, and look, to be honest, I do run ALEPHIUM 24 hours a day at the moment because it's quite a low power algorithm. I'm actually running that 24 hours a day. But all the other rigs, you come in here at night, they'll all be off, cooling down, getting ready for the sun to come up the next day. And I've got a lot of these devices, so on exhaust fans, I've got these fans here, I have these devices. I find for me, having a combination of these Shelly devices, the scheduling you can do on HiveOS, and having these more like hard switches, it's a great way to home mine. You know, I can really work around my solar panels. Like, I know not everyone's got solar panels, but if you do have solar, it's such a fantastic combination to mean that I can still run my farm at a profit and not being really, I guess, held to ransom by the power companies at the moment. So, and yeah, so what we'll do now, we'll go back up to the mining office and we'll get those GPUs open, and I'll just go through a little bit more what's happening with my strategy at the moment. Right, come back really soon. Thanks, bye. Actually, I thought what I'd show you just before I wrap up is, let's just switch off and I'll give you the nighttime look. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. There we go, midnight mining. Check out the RGB. Gotta love a little bit of that. So, got the lights on, not so much over here. Got the KO0 Pro with the fan on. But yeah, can't go wrong with a little RGB. All right, let's get up to the mining office and we'll get those GPUs open. Coming back soon. Okie dokie, right, back up in the mining office. It's a bit quieter and a lot cooler up here. So yeah, I just scribbled this out. No fancy Canva presentations here on the Oz Mining Show, but I was just sort of writing out my main sort of strategy, what I'm mining. ALEPHIUM, I'm mining directly to a web wallet. Stacking up the ALEPHIUM, price gains at the moment are great. Then I'm jumping on whichever algorithm is most profitable, generally between Pyrin, Carlson, and also looking at Next AI. And definitely the top two, what I'm doing, I'm using unminable and I'm getting payouts in BTC and KASPA because I don't really want to hold these two. I could be wrong, but I don't see any super long life to these projects. Look, that said, I did mine some in the early days and I've got a little bit stacked away just to be very open. So I do have a little bit of there stacked away. But what I'm doing actually right now is just mining these and getting paid out in Bitcoin and KASPA. That for me is my long-term safety strategy there. Also looking at this Next AI, looks to be quite profitable at the moment. Again, I might just mine some directly, stack a little bit of it, and then hopefully gets onto a mineable soon. So if you're watching a mineable, let's get this new one on there and we can start then turn it into BTC and CAS. And then I'm also got the long-term Flux and Dynex kind of fans of these projects. So long-term Flux and Dynex mining directly holding the coins. And then down with the ASICs, I've got my Doge miners, which I didn't actually show you today, that they're in some other rooms, mining Litecoin and Doge, just stacking happily. We've got our Chaos Zero Pros mining KASPA, and then you saw in the mining garage there, I've got the KDA ASIC miners, the gold shell miners. Not at the moment, but once it gets cold here in Australia, and it does get cold, believe you me, here in New South Wales, we will definitely switch them on and heat up the house or some other places. So yeah, we'll definitely get them into action at the right point. So let's do the fun stuff. Well, it's fun for me. Let's open up these boxes and open up some of these, what I hope is RTX 3070s there. I won't bore you with the actually unboxing and unwrapping. So what we'll do, we'll come back in, I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes. I'll pause this and we'll come back and we'll hopefully see all of our lovely RTX 3070 Asus turbos. Coming back soon. All right, we got just over halfway. I'm having so much fun. I just thought I'd share with you guys. So we got, yeah, 6 open already. They are gleaming, pristine RTX 3070 turbos, the Asus variety. One of them's got a little scuff there, but you know, overall for what I paid for these, which was, I think it might be even less than 350 Aussie dollars, but let's say 200 US roughly each. You know, I was probably paying that for 5 of these back in the heyday of Ethereum. So it's amazing. You see a lot of other YouTubers in crypto saying about, you know, your bear market bargains or stack up GPUs in the bear market. There's definitely something to be said for that. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you go and buy stacks of GPUs, because the big if is with the crypto price rising and profitability rising, which is a little bit at the moment. But again, that could change either way overnight. But definitely a lot more bang for your buck in the more the crypto winter times. You know, to get 4 to 5. Yeah, maybe even 6. I think definitely 5 of these. You know, so you know, one of these in the Ethereum heyday versus 5 now. It's just crazy the hardware that you can pick up. You know, and I'm always patient with what I buy. I don't rush in. I try and get some deals. I speak to vendors. So you know, always looking for a little bit of a deal. And if you can wait for the deal and be patient, can definitely pay dividends. So anyway, let's open up these last few together, because it is, I am actually quite enjoying it. So I thought, you know, why should I have all the fun? Let's bring you guys in as well, so we can do this together. Let's just do that up there, and hopefully there should be another 4 in here. I think, I'm not quite sure. Let's just find out together. Right, here we go. So I might just be 2 actually, yeah, because I've already opened a few already. So yeah, so there's a couple here like really well wrapped. There we go. Done a great job here. I would tell you who I got them from, but I think I'm going to keep it myself, because they do some cracking bargains. So if ever I stop crypto mining, I'll let you know. But yeah, look at these. These are pristine. I assume they've come from a mining farm somewhere, but they are literally in mint condition. They are gleaming, shiny. Hopefully they work fine. You know, plugging these in for this kind of dollar is sensational. And it's definitely feels good. I brought these before Christmas, and you know, the mining profitability probably wasn't as good as it is right now, but it feels, if mining profitability is up, you're not going to get these bargains. So there is a little bit of a leap of faith, a little bit of calculation around, well look, if I take a little bit of a calculated risk when GPUs are cheaper, then when mining profits spike up, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to pick up these crypto mining GPUs. So there we go, guys. Look at that. That is just, I can feel already how good this rig's going to look. There's 10 of them there. A few more lying around somewhere. I just need to put my hands on them. I know I've got 2 down in the garage. So yeah, look at that. That is just a beautiful sight. It's looking deadly already. I just love it. So again, I've got a little bit of a query in my head if these are just going to pump out too much heat and burn my mining garage up, but they do work really efficiently and they do look awesome. And you know what, if they look awesome, maybe that's a good enough reason, eh guys? So All right, so all we're going to do now is, oh yeah, I just thought I'd just jump finally to wrap up on my screen over here. Let's just go across my screen quickly. Yep, just jumping to hashrate.no, looking at current profitabilities, and you can see here this new coin, next AI, is definitely, it definitely feels like all these KASPA forks at the moment. As soon as these forks come out, they're definitely pumping, getting some good dollars. So I'm probably just going to get a rig switched over to this new coin, stack a little bit just in case it takes off. But then when I've got a little bit of a bag that I'm happy to sit on, I'll hopefully Unmineable will get this onto their website, and I can start mining this if it's still the most profitable coin, and push some Bitcoin or some KASPA into my, I guess, long-term wallet growth plans. If we go down to, let's just get this, if we just go down to the 3070s, which most of my farm is, but like I said, I'm probably going to stop buying 3070s now. You see that actually Claw's spiking up at the moment, so here we go, Claw. But again, that's on the Kapal algorithm. That's 150 watts. I don't want to put my RTX 3070s through that. I feel I've pushed them up in the Ethereum days. They deserve a little bit of a rest in their older days. So I'm just happy mining ALEPHIUM, and you know, look at that profitability per kilowatt. It's really, really strong. So when I look at ALEPHIUM, definitely gonna get onto some of this next AI, and then you got Pyron at the top here. Again, AI power grid, I kind of like it, but I'm not willing to do 150 watts on the RTX 3070s. Again, what I might look to do is maybe get onto Unmineable and maybe stack a bit of that through mining some more efficient algorithms. And then, yeah, Dynex is actually starting to improve a little bit after their kind of issues they had with the mining and some of the mining pools doing some naughty things. So I've got quite a big stack of Dynex, and I might get back into that soon. And I'm sure down here there'll be Carlson kind of hanging on for dear life here somewhere. So like, you know, it's not terrible, dollar per kilowatt, and that's what I normally look at. But definitely at the moment, if we go to top of the pops, it's definitely ALEPHIUM, next AI, I hope I'm saying that right, and Pyron. So yeah, so that's a wrap, guys. Let's just come back across here to the GPU. So my job now is to get this final KS0 Pro, or the third of four, I guess, down to the mining garage, and then get these bad boys up and running on that top rig. And I'm probably going to plug these into the Pyron algorithm, and I'll direct that to a Mineable, and these are going to stack some Bitcoin for me. So that's my plan. Keen to hear your thoughts on my plan, what I'm doing, what you guys are doing. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and take care, everybody. Thanks. Bye.